Hello, guys. After 6 long days of actual surprise, stress and nada. Today happens to be one of the freest days ever. I don't even understand why. You know what I've realized? If you can just... as I'm here, I'm looking through the window and I'm seeing somebody do an OP transaction. I don't understand how that's possible. Like, he has such a big screen. It's so clear. And I'm standing at least 30 feet away. And he's on his bunk in another hostel that's not even my own. Anyway, let's get straight to the episode. I want to appreciate everybody for watching, listening to this series. It is amazing. The views keep increasing. It means you guys keep sharing it. That's very encouraging for me. Now, interesting things happened today. 2 notable ones. At first, I thought today they were going to play football match that I would watch. But today there was no football. I think football is tomorrow. So I was free for a lot of today. The problems that I took from yesterday into today was like my OBS stance, which has been shaky lately. But today started a bit rough. Last night, I bought palm wine in the middle of the night. I didn't have chance to buy dinner for myself from Mommy, and I also didn't have chance to buy dinner today as well. And so last night, what I did when I didn't have chance to buy dinner was close to the hall. They sell shawarma. I bought shawarma. And then when I was looking for something to step it down, what I now bought was Pami. And I drank the Pami, thinking I could finish the whole bottle. Even the man was telling me, shall we go share this one? I said, no, more do two. As we did two. After I drank up to let's say 60% of the bottle, I just dashed my guy in the top bunk. And I think as I was leaving to record this thing, I saw part of it on his bed too, so he probably didn't drink it. But that Pami fucked me up and made me wake up late this morning. Remember, I have 4 a.m. attendance to take at OBS every morning. So I woke up this morning around 3:40 something, which means I didn't have time to take my bath before taking the attendance. But I realized it's not even that much of a big deal. Many people actually leave the hostel at 5:15, which is more than an hour after I leave. So I realized, I wouldn't have time to write my attendance and come back and take my bath. So I just did just that. I woke up, wore my white and white, went over, signed my attendance, and then came back and took my bath. It wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. So that was how the first day started. But then, that Pami, like I said, it fucked me up. So what it did was make me extremely sleepy, even after I had woken up. And, I woke up late, and I didn't wake up on my own. No. Emma woke me up because it was getting late, and he just stood there looking at me, dozing off as well. He didn't drink his own Pami, by the way. Dozing off, and then he now tapped me when he himself got himself around 3:40 something. So that we both did the same thing basically. Wore our white and went to go and sign at OBS by 4 a.m. When I came back and took my bath, I thought I would feel better, but I was still feeling sleepy. The meditation, I was barely standing. There was even this girl that asked me if she could rest on my shoulder. She was at the back of me on the line, and for chivalry's sake, I let that happen. But after that, now I was thinking, I had an idea. When it's time for morning devotion, they tell the Muslims that they can leave the line and go to the mosque for Jummah prayer. Is it Jummah they call that one? Or for their morning prayer. And my idea was, live with these Muslims, go to the hostel, catch some sleep. If you get enough sleep for 30 minutes, between when these Muslims finish and when meditation is over, you can just come out and join the parade. Because once meditation is over, soldiers will come now and start chasing everybody to go and join parade. But I didn't do that. I don't know. I just felt like my feet were planted. But I enjoyed the workout session and the music that came with it. So that kind of cleared from my eye a bit. But after the meditation was over, I now went back to the hostel to try and get some shut eye before coming out again. That is where problem came. That shut eye, I just sleep. I even met some guys in the hostel normally now. So, who they call me like this? You guys wait. Sorry guys, I'm back. Seems like my life is a rush these days, but I love it. I feel like I'm doing all productive things, especially with OBS and all this. Look at, as in anybody who is not even understanding the things I'm talking about right now. Honestly, why would you even be here if you don't understand? Nah, everybody should just fuck off, I beg. So, something happened. After that short eye, I said I want to short eye. I slept. You know what woke me up? The sound of soldiers punishing people in the hostel. Carry your bed. Hey, you, carry your bed. Telling people to carry their bed. Who knows what their idea was? They will see somebody outside. They'll say, enter your hostel, carry your bed. For some reason, they didn't enter our hostel yet. Even as I was in my corner, just waking up, the guy that his corner is next to the door He was in sportswear. They said, he said that he wants to play sport. I was nonsense excuse he was giving. He said they told him to carry his own bed. Though. So I heard somebody again outside saying that he just came to pee. Carry your bed. Everything. So I realized these people are not taking any excuses. There's nothing you will tell them that they will not tell you to carry your bed and follow them. So I realized you cannot just talk your way out of this one. So I decided to start hiding. First of all, I went to the last bunk, put myself under somebody's bed, like not under the bunk, like I covered myself with wrappers so if you don't look where you don't know somebody is there. Me way big like this. I don't even know how I thought that was that was a wise idea. It must have been I would have looked like an ostrich doing that thing. So I was there, but soldiers still didn't come in. Then at some point it felt like they had punished enough, like they had gathered everybody in the compound. They didn't feel a need because we were all hiding. We were like 7 inside our own dorm, quietly hiding. So they didn't enter the dorms. And then when the hostel was clear, our hostel, the only window available, first of all, these hostels only have one exit. Very good tactical move. Even though they have 2 doors, they just covered one door with bunk and then has only one exit. So when the hostel seemed clear, I decided to move over to the opposite dorm to my own, because that one, the window in my own dorm, the window that we have, one window sees into the courtyard, the other window sees the backyard of our dorm, which is basically the backyard of another dorm as well. So you're not seeing anything. But then the other hall, the other dorm opposite my own, the backyard window is facing the clinic and outside area where you can actually see what's going on outside. So I figured if I would make my way to that dorm, I can see if that clinic area is clear. And if I can get to the clinic, if the coppers there are cooperative, I can stay there until parade is over and they will think I'm just one of the people there. Or I can from there sneak to the parade ground because it's not far. Even though OBS office is like 30 meters away. What is 30 meters? It's like 10 meters away from there. So if no soldier sees me from that spot to OBS, I'm safe. So that's what I was plotting. But while I was making that move, somebody from my own dorm too followed me. He followed me behind. So we're there now. I was saying, okay, now we can see this place is clear. But this side of the road will corner to use and go to this place I'm looking at now. We don't know what is happening there. And that is the gate side. If there's any soldier there, we are fucked. So how do we know if that place is clear? He was saying, we should just go. I said, no, we have to kind of check. While we were talking, we just heard footsteps. Pack up. We looked through the window, saw that a soldier was on the veranda of that particular dorm, which means he was coming into that dorm. And then we both hid. He hid at the last bunk, which is similar to the place I hid in our own hall, in our own dorm. And then I hid like 3 bunks away from him. The video of me hiding in this thing is on TikTok right now and is in the WhatsApp channel as well. If you're not on the WhatsApp channel, the link will be in the description in this video. The TikTok as well, link will be in the description in this video. In this episode. Kai. So I hurried up and hid under a bunk. That guy too, I couldn't really see his own hiding pattern, but it's like he couldn't fit under the bunk. He's kind of chubby. And then next thing, they entered inside the dorm. Paka. I don't know what happened. The soldier was following the guy. So the guy said he's a clinic person. I went to take injection. They say they should come and check his medical report or ID card or something. That's why they came in there. But unluckily for the guy that came with me, the corner where he was hiding is the copper's corner. So he just led the soldier straight to him. I just saw 2 sets of legs pass me going this way. And then when they were done, 3 sets of legs were passing me going this way. And they were shouting for that guy to carry his bed. And then when he wanted to go into another dorm, he said, "Guy, go to your dorm." He said, "No, this is his own." He said, so you're under bunk in another person's dorm. Thief. Crazy. So that guy got caught too. And then I made my own video while I was waiting for time to pass. I think I had like 15 minutes to just hide in there. And before I was safe. Anyhow, they went into our own dorm, my own main dorm now, and still caught people there to them to carry their bed. Apparently, they hugged their bed and walked all the way to the hall barefooted. So some kind of punishment, sha. And then I made my way back into my own hall, waited before time was up, so I was a free man. When I saw people leaving the hall and the parade ground, I just came out of my hostel too. I started going up as if I was like the first person to leave the hall. So that's why I escaped that. But while I was there, I was reflecting. In that video, I said it too. Like, there's no point. Grown man like me on that bunk because I didn't do something because I wanted some extra sleep, which I even got that extra sleep this afternoon. Now, that's the first interesting thing that happened today. Second thing, while we were in Syed class, I got a message in the presenters group that, is there anybody that can do an impromptu thing that they want to do one show this afternoon, which is newspaper review, where they will just give you headline, you can read the article, and then you and somebody else will just discuss the headline, not necessarily to cast the news, just discuss the headline. And that's my kind of thing. That's my bread and butter. That's what this podcast is. Give me a topic, I carry and fly. So I indicated interest immediately. My friend is the one that even showed me Ima. He's in OBS. He even got his tag already as a Yoruba newscaster. Because, language newscasters are really scarce. So he entered there, he did it. I think he's the only Yoruba newscaster safe. So I'm looking to get my own tag as well. So when he saw that message, he showed me, have I seen the message? I said, no. I opened my group and I saw it and I responded and they sent me the headline. So while we were in the class there, they said the shoot is for 2:30. They sent me that thing around 12. So while we were in the class there, I looked at the news carefully. I made some bullet points. They sent me 2 headlines. One of the headlines included one woman, Olori, one queen from one kingdom in Oshun here too. That she even gave us a speech, excellent speech. Like, the woman is an excellent speaker. All these classes can be boring, but for her, everybody woke up. And then she ended it with a bang. Like, public speaking, top notch, 100 for her, honestly. And then she spoke next. So one of the headlines was about her and her giving 50 bags of rice to the people in her constituency. So that was the recording we were supposed to do. And I went to the OBS office at 2 p.m. when the Sahel class ended. I met up with the guy that I was supposed to co-host with. We did our thing, synergized how we were going to plan the shoot, and then we went live. We went on air, and that's how we discussed our thing. They said the show was supposed to last 20 minutes. It was a bit shaky, but me, for my own self, I think I did it. It's what I've been doing every time. Just that this one was live. In my normal podcast, my editor and people who watch some of the behind the scenes of Good Living would know. Sometimes I would say something, I would say, we'll cut that part out, and then I will re-strategize and start afresh. But this time, there was no room for that. But it didn't even occur to me that it was a different thing. I just kept spitting on and going, and I think I handled myself very well. So I've not gotten feedback. I'm going to ask my presenter, head of presenting, for feedback on our team, because he didn't give us any feedback. He didn't give me any feedback. I'll ask him for feedback and see how I did from his perspective. He was the one that gave me that script that day to present, and I was presenting nonsense, and he told me this thing, I'm rushing too much. I even asked him to send it into my DM, let me try it presenting and send to him to rate again, but I've not done that yet. He can't blame me as well. So that was that. We recorded that, and from there went to an OBS meeting where we were trying to decide what kind of project to do for OBS, but more on that later, I beg, or none on that self later. It's not really people's business. But something I think I was conflicted. Now at this stage, this is our first side class, and in this side class we had all the side people come in and try to pitch what they do and convince us to come and learn what the skill that they are teaching. And personally, I'm a fan of public speaking. But there were 2 particular skills there that appealed to me. One is this making of solar energy. The guy brought a stabilizer and said this thing can actually, what he's done with it now, it can actually power your phone, laptop, and whatnot. That was interesting to me because power is a problem in this country. And then the second one was public speaking, which was actually my first choice when I saw the options there, public speaking. But then that public speaking, I smell Cana. The guy that came and pitched that public speaking, I'm not trying to sound arrogant or anything, but I love public speaking to the point where I have learned about public speaking myself. I have watched countless videos. I have read countless tips. I have watched countless speeches that I know a lot about public speaking. A lot of the basics, a lot of the at this point now, when I'm even doing my research and watching public speaking content, it just sounds all very repetitive to me now. So I feel like if I go on to do public speaking, what I'm going to go and find is this guy repeating things I've already learned. And I'm hearing that you cannot pot. And he himself, while he was doing his public speaking, he didn't even sound convincing. Came up there and says, okay, my name is this, I'm going to take you on public speaking. And then proceeded to try and speak. And he just lost the crowd. So, not very convincing. But the solar guy, that's what Ima is interested in as well. So I think we'll just both go and do that one. I think I've made my decision. Yeah, the rest were tie and dye, knitting, all that stuff, that making of shoes and all that. Please. Nobody's even teaching AI something or anything like that on ourselves. So that's that. That's what I'm going to do. So today was quite free. Like after that OBS meeting I talked about, after we did our shoot and recording, I was pretty much free. I think it was parade, right? It was parade, but now OBS, you don't have to join the parade. I'm not in flag party as well again. So I just sat in front of that OBS office looking. If you're on my WhatsApp, you'd see that I always make videos of the pavilion and like the area of the camp from that perspective. So I was just sitting there, but then I realized sleep they worry me. At this point, I had plugged my phone in. I mean, yes, we had used our power bank and phones to the point where it's been long we plugged our phones and we've been killing the power bank, so it doesn't even have enough life to sustain. So we had to plug everything. And then I was bored in that place. So my eyes were closed, this afternoon. I just went ahead to go and sleep. And I slept to my full. Like, what woke me up was we hadn't taken our dry cleaning yet, and the man was out of shorts. The shirt he had was torn. So he was going to go and train for football match that he has tomorrow. So he sent somebody back. Since there are no phones, I sent one of our roommates back to the hostel to give me his shirt and tell me to please help him mend it. So I had to wake up and go and mend it so that I can wear it tomorrow. I even saw the dry cleaning woman. She ended up not ironing. She only washed. Ironing is like double the price. Anyway, I think I've seen who was smoking that Cana. Let me not tell him anything. I go get my own. So, this guy... So I went and did it. I saw the woman that did that dry cleaning come outside. And then I told her, it's like you go iron, no. Since I already prepared the mask stuff now, I had clothes for tomorrow. So, I have another call coming in, but let's end this one here. I'll let you guys know how we get on tomorrow. Please drop your comments in, share the podcast. I love you guys.